Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Imagine I walked up to you, stood in the street, looked you in the face, and slapped you across the face, and then said, I didn't slap you. That would be a lie. That would be a blatant lie. That would be literally a slap in the face lie. And that's no different than what Humza Yousaf's government are doing right now with a statement they've made today that is so astonishingly, obviously a lie, you wonder why they bother. Now, we all know they lie. There's no issue there. But this one is like, what? What? They're saying that they don't conduct business using WhatsApp. We've already seen the messages. We've already had this. The whole point of the COVID inquiry is to get these messages off WhatsApp. Oh, we don't use WhatsApp. Busy deleting messages. Thing is, we know they have because they have the other side of the conversation. So we know that these people have been using WhatsApp. And if they're deleting it and deleting the app, then they could be in big trouble because they were told not to delete. And if they do delete messages and they've got the receipts their end, that is contempt of court. That is go to jail territory. But for them to come out today and say they don't do it, when they've already admitted that they do, it's astonishing. Here goes. So, SNP government WhatsApp mystery as officials claim ministers don't use it for business, despite freedom of information requests showing they do. What? We've got them. We've got the actual messages that they say aren't being made. Oh, we don't use WhatsApp. Here's the messages. Can't think of a lie. Quick, come up with a better lie. You know, that's where they are. That's where they are. They've been caught with their fingers in the cookie jar. They quite literally have. The Scottish Government claimed that members of Humza Yousaf's administration do not have the encrypted messaging app on their phones, which is another blatant lie, despite him using it for government business just last year. The Scottish Government has been broiled in a mystery surrounding its ministers' WhatsApp use after officials claimed that they don't use it for official government business. Bullshit. We know they do. It was also cited that none of them even have it installed in their work devices either. Lies. Absolute lies. We've seen them. What the hell are these people on? But these statements have been called into question. Called into question? Called into question? Hardly that, is it? Blatantly lying. By opposition critics who pointed out that there is varied evidence that proves that the encrypted messaging app is utilised by members of Humza Yousaf's cabinet. This includes freedom of information results and personal testaments. In fact, anyone using any of these apps anything other outside than the government approved messaging service, which records and keeps everything, which is why they use this. They don't want this shit recorded and kept in case they get prosecuted, should immediately be fired, disbarred from office and prosecuted. And it should be a 20-year jail sentence. They should make this in advance. Say, use this, it's a 20-year jail sentence in advance. And that will stop them using it. And if they want to say something and they know it's dodgy, then, well, let them take the consequences. But let them not use hidden, secretive ways like this when they're dealing with public matters. It is wrong. It is sneaky, sneaky government. And it is what you do when criminals... This is why criminals use it. This lot are no different, are they? The COVID inquiry have asked for any WhatsApp sent by Nicola Sturgeon and other members of her administration dealing with decisions made during the pandemic, but were rebuffed. However, it's gone out and they have to do it. And if they don't, contempt of court. And now government officials have doubled down on claims that this sort of decision-making and discussion does not exist. Sheer, barefaced lies. Just last year, the SNP executive admitted that 4 ministers had used the messaging app to conduct government business, including Mr Yousaf, Kevin Stewart, Mary Todd and Neil Gray. The latter two are now key members of the First Minister's cabinet and kiss asses. In addition, 2 other high-profile government names also use the messaging service. Lord Advocate Dorothy Bain and Solicitor General Ruth Charteris also listed. Left, right and centre, they're all at it. Because sneaky, don't want you to know, don't want any record of what's being said. Because criminals. They're all engaged in criminal activity, hiding stuff from the official record. It's a crime. In response to a Freedom of Information request from the Scottish Daily Express, officials claimed that WhatsApp was now no longer being used for this purpose. They lied. They wrote, the Scottish Government does not have the information you asked for because no Scottish Government ministers have WhatsApp installed on their SG Works devices. Yeah, let's go and have an inspection and see that, shall we? And anyway, it doesn't stop them doing government business on their own devices either, does it? Substantive government business and communication between ministers and officials is normally conducted using email on the Scots IT platform. This is a formal notice under Section 17.1 of FOSA that the Scottish Government does not have the information you requested. Well, only because nobody's admitting it. But the Scottish Lib Dems, who've accused the SNP executive of performing government by WhatsApp, doubted these claims. Of course they doubt them. It's quite clear they're lying. It's unbelievable lies. Willie Rennie told the Scottish Daily Express, he says, I think all the journalists, staff and MSPs have communicated with ministers over WhatsApp over the years. We'll take these Scottish Government claims with a very large pinch of salt. In other words, you're all liars. Every single one of you. Does anyone watching this video think that these people are not lying, two-faced bastards? Of course they're doing government by WhatsApp. They daren't have the truth come out. They daren't be held accountable for the things they've said and done. Because if they did, they'd be in jail. Every last one of them are crooks. He said it's important that practices relating to the retention and release of data are sufficiently robust to capture discussions taking place on channels like WhatsApp. And for reasons of both public scrutiny and maintaining an accurate historical record, it is important that this information is properly recorded. But given the Scottish Government's own record on issues of transparency, I suspect we may be waiting a long time. You'll be waiting until hell freezes over, Mr. Rennie, because there's no way the SNP will ever let you have the truth, because the truth would put them, each and every one of them, in jail. And they know it, because they have done some pretty shady stuff over the years, especially during COVID. If those COVID messages were ever released, the likes of Freeman and Sturgeon will be sharing a cell for the next 30 years for the thousands upon thousands of dead people that I believe, and others believe, they caused. He has previously written to the Scottish Information Commissioner to demand that it looks into the SNP administration's use of channels of communication such as WhatsApp and the processes that are in place for ensuring these messages are recorded and are captured in Freedom of Information requests. But officials also admitted because of the way they store information, which is according to subject matter, they cannot locate and publish any specific WhatsApp messages because the specific mode of communication is not listed as important. Perhaps it should be. And perhaps we should bring the law in that any communication of government business outside of official channels is a very serious crime and is 20 years in Barlinnie. Or, whatever. Corton Vale if you happen to be a lady, or a man who wants to be a lady. Officials also admitted that because of the way... we've done that bit. There we go. They added SG has a clear policy where information which relates to the substance of government decision-making must be transposed and or retained on the official record. And if you believe that, I have a camper van to sell you. What a load of old rubbish they are. I mean, Willie Rennie knows full well that these people are lying through their teeth straight into his face. And into ours. Lying liars just keep on lying. Anyway, I'm going to round off and come up. Do you know the SNP, they lie even when there's no reason to lie, because they lie out of habit. They never want to get into the habit of telling the truth because they know the truth is so appallingly damaging to them. So they lie about everything just so that is the mindset. Lie, lie. You lie and you lie and you lie. And when you're caught out in your lies, you lie again to get out of it. And that's what they do. They lie, they lie, they lie. They dare not ever have the truth come out. I'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. And I do mean that. I'm not lying. Do please hit the subscribe button. It's very, very important. We are political and it does really help the channel. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and don't believe a word of anything they say, because they'll look you in the face and they will lie. Bye.